What is up? Good morning, friends, and greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other health care practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis and eczema and rosacea and acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. If you want to get off your medication or help a loved one get off their medication and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 855-660-4261 is our call-in number on The Bright Side. We love hearing success stories, too, if you've got one of those, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation. 855-660-4261 is your number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products, including the Beyond Organic products from Jordan Rubin, the new Beyond Organic products include fermented foods, as well as dairy products that don't have the allergenic proteins in them. Jordan breeds his own dairy. We had Jordan Rubin on, I think it was last week, maybe the week before. We'll have him on again. Jordan breeds his own cattle, and he produces dairy products from those cattle that contain no allergens, contain less allergenic proteins, I should say. And you can get those products off my website, brightsideben.com, including probiotic-enriched cheese. How do you like that? Probiotic-enriched cheese. I ordered some last week. Haven't gotten in yet. I'll let you know what I think about those products as soon as I try them out, but you can find out all about it at brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Likewise, if you want to join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee, you can enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business, and you can get your products at the wholesale price to boot. You can also earn thank you checks by helping spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. You can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about that. Okay, we've been talking about the skin and its relationship to essential fatty acids, EFAs, the ultimate EFAs from longevity, great source of essential fatty acids. We've been talking about how EFAs relate to the skin, especially when it comes to dry skin. I've been in the skincare business now since 1983. That's 31 years. Never ceases to amaze me how many people have dry skin. Human skin should never be dry. And it turns out that, in general, skin health issues tend to be more common than not. In one study that was published a couple years ago in the International Journal of Dermatology, it was found that over 50% of randomly polled women were complaining of sensitive or very sensitive skin. And pretty much all skin conditions, even accelerated aging and wrinkles, dry skin, certainly acne, psoriasis, eczema, sensitive skin, all of them have somewhere along the line some kind of problem with fats, fat intake, fat processing. If you had a gallbladder removed, or if you had any bile issues, liver issues, history of gallstones, hysterectomy, you are at much higher risk for skin health issues, because all of these can compromise how your body processes fat. And that includes sensitive skin, that includes dry skin, especially on the extremities, the hands, feet, fingers, toes. From a physiological standpoint, no one's supposed to have dry skin. The skin makes its own moisture factors. The skin makes its own moisture chemicals, and lots of them. That is, healthy skin makes its own moisture factors and makes a lot of moisture factors. But in order to make those moisture factors, certain conditions have to be present. For one thing, the digestive system has to be operating efficiently and correctly. Once toxins from foods and incompletely digested proteins get into the blood via enzyme deficiencies or problems making stomach acid, it is a short jump to skin problems. When you don't properly digest or completely break down foods, especially protein foods, little pieces of protein, peptides they call them, little food remnants, if you will, little particles of food, can literally get into the blood and ultimately get deposited in the skin, where they can disrupt skin chemistry, making the skin much more prone to sensitivity, to rashes, to eczema, to all kinds of skin health issues. Another area where malabsorption of fats or not enough fats or incompletely digested proteins can affect the skin involves the sun. A deficiency in EFAs can make the skin more unstable, make skin cells more unstable in terms of how they're dividing and how they're growing, how they're differentiating. Remember, skin cells are taking on a different shape. They're differentiating, taking on a different shape as they're growing upwards. If little particles of food from incompletely digested proteins are getting deposited in the skin because your digestive system is whacked out, or if you're not getting enough fats or the wrong kinds of fats or the wrong balance of fats, all of these can compromise how skin cells divide, how skin cells grow, how skin cells differentiate, and that will make you more prone towards irritation, more prone to sunburn, more prone to sun sensitivity, more prone to skin-related food allergies, or skin allergies, I should say, related to food problems. All of this is secondary to problems with essential fatty acids, problems with the digestive system, either protein digestion or malabsorption of fats. There's another reason why you want to make sure you're supplementing with your ultimate enzymes, using apple cider vinegar after your meals, using your ultimate essential fatty acids. In fact, your ultimate essential fatty acids are they're not exactly, but almost like a remedy for many skin health issues. Eczema, psoriasis, sensitivity, dry skin. This is so important when it comes to sun care, especially as we move into the summer tanning season. The sun is important, very, very, very important. Everything we eat is really a form of stored energy from the sun. In fact, pretty much everything we are is ultimately derived from the sun. We literally eat the sun, and we literally are the sun. In fact, everything that exists, if you break it down far enough, is just energy from the sun. Over 99% of the mass of the solar system, 99.4% of the mass of all of the planets of the entire solar system is the sun. Given all of these scientific facts, how important the sun is, how we're made up of the sun, our food is the sun, the mass of our solar system is largely the sun, it's crazy to think that we can or that we should avoid the sun. Now, at the same time, the sun is intense radiation energy. And that means we have to make sure our skin is strong enough and robust enough and vital enough to withstand the radiation energy that comes from the sun. Unfortunately, when it comes to sun care or sun protection, we've been encouraged to believe that we have to control the sun, or at least we have to control our exposure to the sun, rather than working directly with the skin to make it stronger. Fact is, the skin is designed intelligently and divinely to be able to adapt and to be able to upregulate, to be able to handle solar energy when it has the nutrients it needs, when it has the vitamin C, when it has the plant nutrients, the pigments, the carotenes, the flavonoids, the blues, the yellows, the reds, when it has enough selenium, when it has enough sulfur, and when it has the right kinds of fat, and enough of the right kinds of fat, especially a balance of omega-6 fats and omega-3 fats. Omega-6s, as we've said, get converted into a type of hormone that supports inflammation. Omega-3s ultimately get converted into an anti-inflammatory hormones that are responsible for an anti-inflammatory response. Now, here's the thing about inflammation. You can't heal without an inflammatory response. So an inflammatory response is very, very important. In fact, our need for inflammation, in a way, is more important than our need for anti-inflammation, because you can't heal without inflammation, and the body is always in healing mode. It should be always in a healing mode, because just life attacks us. That means omega-6s are really important. And in fact, it may be that omega-6s are more important than omega-3s. Hang tight, I'll tell you what I mean when I come back from our break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. from the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. Our number is 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs or the longevity products, 855-660-4261 is our bright side number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about or advertise in the program, head over to brightsideben.com and pull down on the shopping cart or call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Check out the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, the Healthy Start Pack. Find out what so many people have been finding out about how effective a good nutritional supplement program can be. I talked to a guy this morning who had multiple sclerosis. He's in his 40s, and I first started talking to him about a month ago. I think he might be listening. He's a music producer in Atlanta. And maybe a month ago when I first started talking to him, maybe 5 weeks ago, I couldn't even understand what this guy was saying on the phone. His MS was so bad, he couldn't talk, really. MS is a nerve disease, nerve and muscle disease. It affects nerves and muscles throughout the body. And this guy's, his articulation, his ability to talk was affected. And I couldn't really understand what he was saying. And I've been talking to him now probably 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months. He's been doing his Z-Radical. He's been doing his Healthy Start Pack, his Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And the difference is astounding. Gradually, the second time I talked to him, I could understand him a little bit better. Third time, a little bit better. Today, it was almost like I was talking to a guy, not quite 100%, but pretty darn close to 100%. And I see this stuff all the time. It's not a miracle. It seems like a miracle, but it's not a miracle. It's how the body works. Nutrition is like gas for your car. It's like oxygen. It's like air. It's essential, and that's what essential means. Without it, degenerative disease is going to occur. It can't not occur, but with it, you can reverse anything. Now, certainly there's other things you have to do. If there's toxicity in your environment, if you have mental or emotional, psychological issues, those need to be addressed also. But nothing is more important than a good nutritional supplement program when it comes to reversing degenerative disease. And when I tell you about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Healthy Start Pack and vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients, I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from academic research, from academic understandings, from research understandings. I'm telling you from personal experience. I see this all the time. You guys, if you're dealing with any kind of degenerative health issue, if you're dealing with a skin issue, if you're dealing with a nerve issue, if you're dealing with an autoimmune issue, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your friends and your family to at least give the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the ultimate essential fatty acids, the Healthy Start Pack, the Z-Radical, the ultimate enzymes, at least a shot, at least a chance. And we can help you do that. Give the Brightside Ben phone team a call at 866-735-2470. If you have any questions, we welcome your calls today at 855-660-4261. Okay, so fats, super duper important. The balance of essential fats is important. There's 2 major kinds, as most of you know, omega-6s and omega-3s. Omega-6s get converted into a type of hormone that supports inflammation. Inflammation is important for the healing process. When we talk about inflammation's relationship to disease, we're talking about out-of-balance inflammation. We're talking about over-inflammation, excess inflammation, unbalanced inflammation, and that's why omega-3s are important. Omega-3s balance out the inflammatory responses of omega-6s. That makes both of these essential fats important. The ultimate EFAs from longevity have a perfect balance of omega-6s to omega-3s. Omega-6s and omega-3s are collectively referred to as essential fatty acids, EFAs. These EFAs get converted into inflammatory and anti-inflammatory hormones, master hormones. They're called prostaglandins. You may have heard of that term. Prostaglandins get their name because they were first found in the prostate gland, hence the name prostaglandins. These prostaglandins are anti-inflammatory and they're inflammatory, and this is where a lot of, where most Tylenol, aspirin, most anti-inflammatory drugs work at this prostaglandin level. And because prostaglandins affect everything, that's where you get your side effects from. There's prostaglandins, for example, that affect mucus secretion in the digestive tract. When you shut down prostaglandins to shut down inflammation, you also shut down the protective mucus in the digestive tract, and this accounts for one of the most important, the major side effect of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, gastric bleeding. People die from gastric bleeding. This is all to say that once you suppress chemistry, you can't control what you're suppressing. If you're suppressing inflammation by shutting down inflammatory prostaglandins, you're going to suppress a lot of things, including the protective chemicals for the digestive tract. You guys getting the sense that